The minesweepers went first. Anyone who has an interest in the Normandy landings of June 6, 1944 will know that is an obligatory sentence used by historians not wanting to get caught up talking about naval mines. This is unfortunate as mine warfare units of several allied nations contributed massively to the success of amphibious operations in the Mediterranean, European and Pacific theatres of war, ensuring that men and materiel could make it to shore for the fight. The naval forces in the area were not challenged by the defenders' own naval forces, and that supply lines could be maintained as ground forces moved forward. Although everyone would agree that Second World War mine warfare units served more on the periphery of every major naval engagement during that war, their contribution cannot be understated. Indeed, some historians have said that they are more afraid to talk about mines as they are a highly technical piece of equipment that require a solid understanding of marine engineering, physics and psychology to fully grasp. And to an extent that is all perfectly true. Far from just being a metal sphere with some spikes sticking out, naval mines during the Second World War were one of the few weapons that relied on the psychological aspect of fear more than explosive weight as a weapon. A fear of risking valuable assets such as troop transports or supply ships on the part of naval commanders, and the fear of being blown into the kingdom come by the sailors of said ships. I mean, if you care to picture the scenario, would you like to be in the engine room of a ship going through an area that you know contains naval mines, a weapon that you can do nothing to fight off? Some mines during the Second World War lay on the seabed even, impervious to the towed cables of minesweeping vessels. It is important to note then that during the construction of Germany's Atlantic War, a series of fortifications spanning the length of Europe's northern coastline, from the Franco-Spanish border all the way up to Norway, such an emphasis was placed on the emplacement of mines in order to deter any amphibious landings in the region. With this in mind, I wish to discover what lessons the Allied navies had learned from the previous events during the war, in order to make the Normandy landings of 1944 so successful. Why is it that the naval weapon that accounted for more Royal Navy warships sunk compared to any other Axis weapon system only sank 3 Allied ships, USS Corrie, USS Osprey and PC-1261, over the course of the invasion 5th and 6th of June? Why is it that the Kriegsmarine's substantial light craft and coastal U-boat flotillas did not enter the channel in an attempt to disrupt the landing progress? And finally, why is it that, despite the incredible efforts of the German army to wreck the major harbours along Europe's northern coastline, that the ports of Antwerp and Cherbourg in particular were opened shortly after their capture, allowing the supply of men and materiel to reach the continent? I believe that the answer lies within the study of Allied mine warfare units, and through learning this, I hope to gain a more complete understanding of one of the most monumental military campaigns in human history, and I believe that this could be useful in better understanding the threat posed by mines in the modern world, in areas such as the Persian Gulf, where the Royal Navy has had a long-standing minesweeping and mine-hunting presence.